Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we're discussing about Solana because it's number 6th now. It moved even further down while XRP Ripple has moved up, which isn't too good because going up on the list means it's a difference of a few $billion that's lost and gets converted into the other higher, better altcoins. In this case, there's a lot of hype around Cardano and Solana, where there was previously hype with, for example, Polkadot or Dogecoin earlier in the year. Now that's shifting towards the top 5. And what makes this even more interesting is that Solana, an potential alternative to Ethereum, is one of the only cryptocurrencies high in the top 10 list that's not doing bad this week, where almost everything else is negative. It's in the reds. Solana has moved up a position to number 6 with a $54.5 billion market cap, and over the past 7 days, it's up 50%. Now, over the past 24 hours, it's finally turned red, but earlier today, it was as high as 80% up over the past 7 days, and over 20-something% up over the past 24 hours. Considering Cardano is down 15%, Binance Coin 13.5%, Bitcoin 6%, Ethereum 8%, and earlier it was doing a little bit worse. It's something to definitely take notice of. Currently, Solana is $187. Over the past 24 hours, the height was $215, and this was the all-time high. It reached a new peak, $214.96, $215 on some other marketplaces. Pretty good. So what is Solana? The Solana protocol is designed to facilitate dApp creations, decentralized applications. It aims to improve scalability by introducing a proof of history consensus combined with the underlying proof of stake consensus. It's a hybrid consensus model. Solana enjoys interest from small-time traders and institutional traders alike. A significant focus for the Solana Foundation is to make decentralized finance accessible on a larger scale. Basically, you've got a lot of companies, a lot of traders that are interested in Solana because it's just like Ethereum with its powerful blockchain that is hosting hundreds and hundreds of dApps, but the problem is it's getting expensive. Gas fees are getting high. Solana, not only can it confirm a lot more transactions than Ethereum, and we're not talking about, oh, it's twice as fast or 3 times as fast. We're talking about a much larger number, so it's much faster and it's cheaper. And as the market cap grows for it, it becomes more stable. Obviously, there's a lot of volatility right now, but if it stays in the top 10 position for the next week, for the next month, for the next 6 months, it has a pretty good chance of staying there for a long time. Then you're going to have a lot of new people come to cryptocurrency. They're going to look at it, especially if it's going to be in the top 5. Who knows? Maybe it might be Tether. Maybe it might be BNB. Maybe it might be Cardano. Maybe Cardano might move down a bit. Who knows? It's changing. The environment's changing constantly. You're going to have new traders that are going to look at it and they're going to be like, oh, what's Solana? I've never heard about it before. They're going to look up videos. They see a ton of marketing for it. They're like, oh, pretty cool. Okay, yeah, it's faster. It's cheaper than Ethereum. Might throw some money into it. One of Solana's main promises to customers is that they will not be surprised by increased fees and taxes. The protocol is designed in such a way as to have a low transaction cost while still guaranteeing scalability and fast processing. The Solana protocol is intended to serve both small-time users and enterprise customers alike. It features incredibly short processing times that the blockchain offers. The hybrid protocol allows for significantly decreased validation times for both transactions and smart contract execution. With lightning-fast processing times, Solana has attracted a lot of institutional interest as well. When you're talking about a cryptocurrency that can process as many transactions as a Visa or MasterCard, some of the largest companies, credit card processors in the world, this is something that grabs headlines. This is something that grabs the attention of institutional investors. This is why people are very hyped up about this project. So the big question is it too late to invest? And funny enough, JP Morgan Chase, they always come when there's a little bit of volatility going on. They issued a stark warning over the price of Solana, Binance's BNB, and Cardano as the Ethereum rivals roar back. That's the latest Forbes article. The answer lies here. If you're looking to make a quick buck with Solana, it's probably too late. Probably should have done that before it hit $200. But even if you purchased at, say, $170 and sold at $215, which barely anybody sells at the very peak, but even if that happened, how much money would you have to invest in Solana to make a decent profit? if you're talking about a few $100s or $1,000, does it really make sense to be dealing with this? And of course, fees, and then you have to go through taxes and all of that as long as you're paying it. So if you're looking at it in a short-term senses, no, it does not make sense. Sure, maybe if it's going to attract a lot more attention, suddenly there's some crazy hype going on, there's new upgrades, there's a partnership that gets announced, then maybe it might get to 300 or 400, maybe if there's a crazy bull run right now, but maybe there might be some better performing assets that aren't at number 6, that have more room to grow. However, if you're talking about the long-term prospects of this, then yeah, dollar cost averaging, just like any of the Ethereum rivals, and it's best to spread out the risk. So it's good to get a little bit of Cardano, it's good to get a little bit of Polkadot, it's good to get a little bit of Solana, it's good to get a little bit of almost everything that's in the top 20, but there's a few outliers for that you have to watch out. So one of those you have to pick a stable coin. There's a couple to choose from. One might be a little bit more controversial than the others, such as Tether. So maybe it might be a little bit better to get USDC. As you're going to be doing a lot of transactions, it's always good to have a stable coin. Maybe it's good to get a little bit of Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course. And then maybe you have some of the old timers. Maybe you want to get Monero or Litecoin or any of these coins that have been around for a while, except maybe Dogecoin, unless you're in it just for the thrills, I guess. Maybe it does go up again because Elon starts promoting it. But most of the money, apart from going into dollar cost averaging going into Ethereum and Bitcoin, which that should make up more than 50%, maybe even 60, 70%. If there's a few percent in Solana, a few percent in Cardano, a few percent in some of these other riskier altcoins that might be even in the top 50, top 100, but they have some potential to grow. They've got a lot of good projects coming up. They've got a good team. There's a lot of good stuff. If it's 1% of every single paycheck that you're getting and everything's fine, then why not? You should take the risk because you're going to make more money than just hodling into Bitcoin. But of course, you have to think long term about this. It's not just 1 year. It's not 2 years. You're going to think about the next few cycles, even the next Bitcoin happening. So there's a lot to think about. Let me know. Are you holding any Solana right now? That's tonight's video. Have a great rest of your day and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.